Hey everyone and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw Chibi Gambit. We're going to get started in the center of our page with the eyes. Let's start on the left side with the upper eyelid. Starting from the outside, we're just going to curve down and in. From here, we're just going to turn up the inside of the eye, with a little curve going up. Now we're going to do the same thing on the right side. So we want to leave a little gap in the center, starting from the inner part of the frown line, curving down and out. Now we're going to curve the upper eyelid, curving up and then out. From here, we're going to tuck the eyes in underneath the eyelid. So let's start on the left side. We're going to leave a little gap on the outside here. So stepping over towards the right, we're going to draw a little half circle. Going down towards the bottom, we're going to pull this up towards the inner part of that frown line. We'll do the same thing on the right side, starting from the inside. Coming down. And then we'll pull that up, leaving a little bit of an overlap on the outside. Now let's draw in the iris. So we're going to draw a smaller half circle on the inside. Starting from the top. Work our way around, up underneath the eyelid. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Let's go ahead and color the outer area in black. On the top left side of each eye, we're going to draw a smaller circle for the highlight. So we're just going to tuck this in underneath the eyelid as well. Starting from the outside of the eye, circle around, and then just tuck that in underneath. We're going to line it up on the right side. Just tuck that in underneath. Now in the center of the iris, we're going to draw a smaller circle for the pupil. And we're going to tuck this in underneath the highlight. Starting at the bottom, we'll curl around. And we're going to color that in black. Do the same thing on the right side. Starting at the bottom of the highlight, we'll circle around, and then fill that in black. Let's move in between the eyes, just down here, and draw on the nose. We're going to start with a U shape. And then on the left side, we're going to step down and curl around the edge of the nose, drawing in the nostrils. Now below the nose, we're going to step down and draw in a curve from left to right for the mouth. Across, and then below the mouth we're going to step down and draw a little short curve in the opposite direction for the lower lip. Let's go ahead and draw on the sides of the head. So we start up above the eyes on the side. We're going to start with a straight line coming down and curve in towards the chin. Starting up here, we're going to go straight down and start to curve in towards the chin. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. Lining up the top, straight down, and start to curve in towards the chin area. So we're just going to blend this in. Now along the top, we're going to connect those 2 points with a curve for the top of the headband. We're going to draw that same curve just above the eyes, leaving a little gap on the sides here. Starting on the left side, curve up above the eyes, and down on the right side. We're going to curve down and around the bottom of the eyes. Starting on the left, we'll just follow that same curve of the eye right towards the bottom. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to take these 2 points and curve down towards the chin. Let's add in the eyebrows above the eyes. So we're going to start on the left side, just above the pupil, underneath the headband. We're going to curve down and in, leaving a little bit of a gap. We're going to curve this back up, so just tapering it up. And we'll fill that in black. Let's go ahead and do the same thing on the right side. We're going to start on the inside, curving up underneath the headband, starting back in the front, and curving back underneath again, filling that all in black. On the sides of the head, we're going to locate the ears. So just beside the eye, right here on the side of the head, we're going to go up, and then curve it back in beside the head. Right in here, we're just going to draw a little hook for the inner ear. Do the same thing on the right side. So we're going to line up the top of the ear, curving up and out, curve that back in beside the head, So right up here, we're just gonna hook across. Now let's go back up to the top and draw on the hair. So the hair sort of waves up towards the top. So from this corner of the headband, we're gonna curve out and then up. We're gonna hook that back in with a short curve. Now we want to overlap that line with another curve going up and across. Across like that. Now we're gonna hook that back down. Now we're gonna overlap again and then just draw a little wave that goes up to the top of the hair. So we're gonna step up, curving over. Now at the end, we're just gonna flick this up towards the top. Now we're gonna curve down, aiming towards the nose, with the curve going out towards the right, and then down. From the top, we're gonna step down, draw another curve going up, and again, we're gonna curve this around, sort of aiming towards the nose. Curving out towards the right, and then down. Now we're gonna layer the hair on the side, coming back towards this point. So right up here, we're gonna curve out towards the right, and then just pull that down. About halfway along this curve, curve out again, then down, and then one final time, we'll curve right in towards the corner. Let's add a few little hair strands just to add a little bit of texture. So right in the middle here, we're just gonna curve up and over towards the right. Stepping over, we're just gonna draw a few little lines, just spaced out randomly. Over here on the left, we'll curve in the opposite direction. Now that we got the head, let's work our way down the body. So we're gonna start with the inner part of the coat first. So on either side of the chin, on the left side, we're gonna curve down and out. So it's got a little bit of a bend going out towards the left. Stepping over towards the right, we'll curve out and then down towards the right to the same height. From here, let's draw in the big collar. So just on the side here, draw two angled lines. Out. We're going to curve these back in towards the center line, but we're going to leave a little bit of a gap. Curving in. Now we want to overlap that line, so stepping up, we're going to draw an angled line going across that line. And then we're going to curve these back in towards the inside of the coat. Now from here, I want to draw on the outside part of the coat. So underneath this collar, we're going to step in, we're going to curve down and out, so it gets a little bit wider. We'll do the same thing on the right side, curving down and out. Now we're going to connect those 2 points with a curve coming downwards. Up in the middle here, let's draw on the collar of the vest. So we're going to start with a straight line going across. We're going to leave a gap on either side. Now on the left, we're going to angle up underneath the collar. We'll angle up on the right side. We're going to trace that on the inside just to add a little bit of a trim. Now we're going to locate the waist, so coming down to right about here, we draw another straight line. Now we're going to go up with an angle. Again, leaving a little gap on either side. Now we're just going to go straight across in behind the coat. Again, we're going to just trace this out on the inside. In the middle here, I'm just going to draw a little curve just to accentuate the chest. Let's continue down with the legs. So below the vest, we're going to come down to right about here, drawing a curve from left to right, going up in the middle. Now on the left side, we're going to step in and then curve down towards the heel on the left. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. So here we're going to curve the bottom of the feet. So from the heel to the toe, just going to draw a curve. We're going to do that on both sides. Now from the toe, we're going to curve the top of the feet. So from this point, we're going to curve up and across, stopping right about there. We do the same thing on the right side. So we're going to line up the top of the foot, curving across, and then down. Now the hips are going to go in behind the coat on top of the feet. So about halfway along this curve, we're just going to come down on top of the foot. We'll do the same thing on the right. Let's add a little bit of detail to the boots. So at the bottom here, this little curve, we're just going to duplicate it right above it, just to thicken up the sole. Now about halfway along the leg, right behind the coat, we'll draw a little curve going towards the inside of the leg. We're going to add some stripes in the boots here. So starting at the top here, we're going to follow that same curve from left to right. We're going to step down and draw that again. Let's go over to the right side and do the same. Curving across, stepping down, and then drawing another curve. Along the toe, we're going to go in the opposite direction. Starting at the front, we're going to curve across and then down. We're going to step up, curving across and then down. Let's do the same on the right side. And then right in this empty gap here, we're just going to start along this curve, curving across towards the heel. Let's move back up and draw on the arm. So the arm on the right, I'm going to have him holding a staff. So we're going to start with the upper part of the arm first. So the shoulder is going to be located just behind these collars. So right up here, we're going to draw a curve, going down and across towards the wrist. From here, let's locate the thumb. Curving up, curve down. Now we're going to pull this back up, all the way up towards the top of the thumb there. On the side of the thumb, just draw a little hook. Just draw the fingers in behind the thumb here. So we're going to start on the side, drawing a curve going out, and then back in. We draw another finger that goes in and tucks in behind the thumb. So below the finger, we're going to curve out, and then right in beside the thumb. We'll draw this one more time. Curving out, and then in behind that finger. Now we're going to locate the staff. We're going to draw two straight lines coming down at an angle like this. So we're going to start up underneath the ear, draw a straight line, going down in behind the thumb. We'll step over and draw that same line in behind the finger. We're going to continue these two lines behind the finger on the bottom here. Drawing another straight line in that same angle on the outside. Draw another straight line. We're going to cap off the top by connecting those 2 points with a curve going up. And then on the bottom we'll curve down. Now let's draw on the bottom of the hand. So below the finger, we're going to step down along the side of this staff, curve around, and then in towards the top of the wrist. At the bottom here, we're going to locate the bottom of the arm, curve this in behind the coat. Now right up here, we're going to locate the sleeve. Stepping over, we're going to curve across the arm from top to bottom. Now let's move over to the left and draw on this arm, but this one we're going to have him holding a flaming card. So we're going to start at the same point in the collar right here, curving down and over towards the left. Now we're going to do the same thumb. Starting up here, curve around the top of the thumb, coming down and pulling that up towards the top of that curve. Right beside the thumb here, we're just going to hook it in for the palm. Now we're going to draw in the card in behind the thumb. We're going to start at the top, angling up with a straight line. We're going to go across the top. We're going to come down this side, with a straight line, right beside the thumb there. We'll just tuck this in behind the thumb. We're going to trace the outer perimeter of the card on the inside, just to add a little bit of detail. Now we're going to tuck the fingers in behind the card and the thumb. So beside the card right here, we're going to go out and then pull that in behind the thumb. We'll draw another finger. So at the base of this finger, we're going to curve out, and then around towards the bottom of the thumb. We'll draw that one more time. Now the bottom of the hand, we're going to curve around and then up towards that point in the wrist. So the bottom of the finger will curve around and then just pull that up. On the side here of the palm, we're going to curve down and in behind the jacket. Now right up here, we're going to add that same trim for the sleeve. We're going to add the flames for the cards. So on the left side of the card here, we're going to draw a little wave. Going out, in, and then out. We're going to taper that back, so curving in. We're going to go in the opposite direction. Curving up towards the ear. Now we want to draw a little swirl. Coming down, and then back up. We're going to curve this down towards the card. We're going to do another spike, going up. And we're going to pull this curve in behind the card, right on the side. The final thing, I just want to add the back end of the coat. So right in the middle, between the legs, draw a little curve, and that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Chibi Gambit. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send us your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.